so much fucked up shit to get into.
Welcome back to Little Stinkers, baby. I'm Michael fucking Rainey here with Jon Delcollo.
Hello.
Good to see you.
You too.
Jacob Furman Mattera.
Get that big head.
Whoa. Wet and juicy Jeff Simmons.
Yo.
Welcome back, baby. Boys, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
I've been
Traveling.
if by traveling.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've been traveling.
You've been doing one of those old timey rail cars where it's just you and another friend on the other side pumping.
You and Tim just coming back.
It's kind of insane that you mentioned that because I was going to make that reference tonight on the episod.
No way.
I was.
But you were obviously simulating sex. You've been having sex.
I don't have. Come on.
Whoa.
Talk about what I don't.
I don't know. That's what you were doing. I'm sorry.
No, I was just.
He's rocking.
Yeah.
Riding your homemade dildo chair.
Yeah. Yes.
Like a damn John Deere tractor.
Before you guys got here, I gave Jeff the remote controller for my brand new vibrating underwear that I got for my 46th birthday in 2 days. And he
Happy early birthday to all of us. Whatever plugs that thing up from farting.
And Jeff is going hog wild with that thing, man. He likes it. Look at him.
I know.
I've synced it up to the boing, so I'm gonna every time they hear the boing,
Oh my God, I can't wait.
you'll get some vibrations.
You're going to hear change fall out of Mike's ass. He just got paid for that one.
You have a good weekend. You went to Chicago this weekend?
Sonic the Loves Hog. Yes, I did, Jake. I did, Jake. I truly love Chicago. It's one of my favorite cities. I got to eat some disgusting things, and I laid in bed for like 12 hours, man.
Did you?
Yeah, the last night there, I was a little sleepy, so I laid in bed for a very long time, and I really got my rest, man.
Starting at what time did you get in that bed?
Jeez Louise, man. More than 12 hours. I would say close to 15 hours. I went downstairs. My wife was sexting me. I went downstairs.
Naturally, I went downstairs to show everyone my hard penis.
I had to get out of the same room with Tim because it was just creating a weird energy. So I had to go down to the lobby of the Courtyard Marriott where it was just me and a bunch of Indian guys, which was more
They were all
suitable.
Sexy.
Yeah.
There was sex support.
All our phones were going off at the same time. It's like, wait. Yeah, so I did get a lot of rest is what I was getting at, Jake.
That's nice.
It is, yeah. Sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when you get older, man, sometimes you just need to fucking recoup.
You got a little bit of vacation out of that work trip.
Yeah, and there's a tendency to just jam as much in. And
Yeah.
Jake,
Yeah.
I'm talking about sex, not the work trip.
Okay, all right. Following.
But yeah, I got a lot of fun in. Great shows. Enjoyed hanging out with my buddy Tim. And yeah, came home well rested. Oh, dude, there was a lady next to me. Her husband, anytime I see an upgrade to first class for less than $100, I jump on it.
Oh, did it?
I got it twice for $97.
Shut up.
My God, the dream.
Yeah, dude, going
Both
there
ways the
and
dream.
coming back, $97 each way.
Man.
Oh, and that's a nice big plane they got there.
It's 737.
Oh.
But on the way back, there was the fella next to me. We said hello to each other, and at a certain point, there's a woman with a baby hovering over my shoulder. And I take my earbuds out, and as I take them out, she's angrily whispering at this guy. Apparently, this guy got a first-class seat and made his wife and 2 kids sit back and coach.
The king of Chicago. The wiener king of Chicago.
Yeah, ain't from can suck it because this guy's taking over.
Wow, dude.
Did you want to switch seats with him at that point so you didn't have to be talked over?
No, I did not. I put my foot against the wall because I was in the first row, and I put my foot against the wall to let her know that this is my space. Please leave me the fuck alone. And at that point, he put his stuff down. He got up. He took the baby and walked up and down the aisle with her.
Oh, so he was sitting on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He had the window seat.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, man.
That guy rules.
Yeah.
Just, Mike,
kind of the man, yeah.
You're just sitting there babysitting.
But a lot of fun. I love Chicago, man, and I can't wait to fucking go back.
Did you go to Hot Dog Store?
I did. I did go to Hot Dog
You went
Store.
to Hot Dog
I went to
Store?
Hot Dogs R Us.
Aw.
Yes,
I'm so glad you
Yeah.
did.
I did, and I loved. What's the place called?
Portillo's?
Portillo's. Yes, I got a hot dog and I got a Italian beef.
Oh, you didn't go to other hot dog store? The one I'm talking about is near the
The
Lincoln
yellow and
Lodge.
red one.
I did not know the Red Hot Ranch. I did not.
The Red Hot Ranch, yeah.
Hot dog
I
store.
walked past and it was crowded, so I didn't go in.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad it's crowded. Glad they're busy.
Yeah, man.
Did you get down to the Wrigley at all? Touch the ivy?
Nah, too cold out, man.
Yeah, too cold for that.
I'll get there next time. John, I want you to flip that coin to find out what kind of episode we're going to do today.
Flip that coin.
I have to carefully reach over. Oh, man, that didn't do wonders for my neck muscles. Got to really start stretching it out. And I ain't talking about what you're thinking about. Here we go. Is today the day that I get to do an episode about the Impractical Jokers? It is not. I'm so sorry, John. Larry.
One of these days.
I can feel it happening soon.
John, I'm happy to discuss this guy tonight. How do you feel about a gay serial killer?
I think they're underrepresented in the serial killer population.
I do too, and I think these gay serial killers put the DEI in DIE.
Is gay part of that?
It should be. It's diverse.
If it ain't, it ought to be.
It's diverse, isn't it?
Well, wasn't our one friend from Milwaukee gay? Dahmer?
He was.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's.
But he
I
wasn't
get it.
out. Is this serial killer out?
he was going to gay bars. Why
Yeah,
wasn't he out?
well, this same fellow too. Like he was really putting on a show.
Okay.
So they're pretty represented. I was wrong, but
Like, what kind of show?
I guess Dahmer doesn't get called gay enough, is what I'm.
Brunch?
A drag show.
Yeah.
He really was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy's name is Ronald Dominique, the Bayou Strangler, and I know you know a thing or two about the bog.
I've been down to the bog before we show.
Same bog as this fella.
Yeah, it all the same bog when you're done now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jake, this fella was from Thibodaux, Louisiana.
Thibodeau.
Thibodaux.
Oh, I like
Like
that.
our Waco friend, Daniel Thibodeau.
Yes.
I wonder if it's spelled exactly the same.
A little bit off.
Thibodeau sound like a go like the go tiger. You know what I mean?
Thibodaux sounds like something you say repeatedly to get ready for pussy eating.
Thibodeau about to
Thibodeaux
about to dip a toe. I like to feel it with my toe before I feel it with my tongue. Thibodeau.
I like the, yeah.
When I was
Is it EAUX? Is that how Thibodeau is spelled?
when I was
No, it's, I think it's one letter off from that.
Okay. Jake wants to say
DOUX is how,
No.
is how it finishes.
the moment is long past.
there is an X.
There is an X.
Yeah, of course, at the end.
Yeah, go to.
I always got that X on the end. You know what I'm talking about.
But Jake, this little weirdo, and I say little weirdo because he was 5'4" and fat.
Okay.
He was born January 9th, 1964. Interesting theory about his mother. I guess it's more of a rumor than a theory. But it sounds like his mother was cheating on his father when he was a child with her brother.
You.
Is
brother.
there an X on the end of that ew?
Yeah, you know that brother was tiptoeing into her bedroom.
Mm-hmm. That's the hardest part about fucking your sisters. You can't make a lot of noise, Jake. I've always said that.
I would not know, but you have said that.
Do you remember Truly Tasteless Jokes?
No, what's that?
It was an incredible book series when I was a child that had disgusting jokes. And I forget how many books there were. There were a lot, man. But anytime I had money and could go to the bookstore, I would get one. And there was one joke that I didn't understand until I got a little bit older. There was an incest joke. And it was, what's the definition of relative humidity? The sweat on your balls when you're fucking your sister.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Was that really in the book?
Yeah. It's a great joke.
They'll make a book out of anything, man.
They really will. And I don't have a copy of mine around, but Jake, this fella, he really had a rough go because you know how it is down in the bayou. Men are very masculine, present as pussy hounds, and really pride themselves on their pussy getting.
Yeah, it's all wet down there, so you gotta keep that thing wet down there.
Yep.
Yeah, low wall there, gotta keep that wet though.
I like it. Keep going.
No, just a little bit every
All right.
sprinkle it in.
Yeah. It's like when you're down in the bayou, you're taking fan boats to go get the pussy, Jake.
Oh yeah.
You are.
Gotta dry off the pussies because they're so wet. That's what we gotta do with those fan boats.
Yeah, bring a roll of that paper to hell there, because that put it gonna be wet before you even get there.
And Jake, our friend Ronald Dominique, he was clearly not. At the very least, he was putting the buy in bayou, and people were aware of this, Jake. And they teased him for it. They gave him a hard time, and it did not help that he was head over heels involved in the Glee Club.
Oh yeah,
That's who doesn't love singing.
Oh man, you gotta belt it out, you know.
Were you boys choir boys?
no, never joined the choir. Probably scared to. Seems like an intimidating thing to let your voice be heard. Mm-hmm. Now, do they make you sing by yourself to like figure out where you are? I guess first.
The good kids, yeah. Like you'll go. I went to a Catholic school, so we went to our music nun's sister. I think it was Sister Rita.
You were a choir boy.
I was a choir boy.
Nice.
And when we had to perform for, I believe her name was Sister Rita, she had an accident and one of her legs was amputated. So she had a detachable leg that she would rest up against the piano as she played.
Man,
Pretty
That's-
insane, man. Yeah. And she was a mean fucking bitch.
She just kept it on the sustain pedal the whole time.
But I was not an exceptional singer back then. Therefore, I did not get any solos. But they did allow me to stay in the choir.
did she make you at any point sing by yourself to figure out where you stood in the group, or can she just tell who's doing well when they're all singing?
No, everybody got to sing a solo during like choir tryouts.
Were you nervous for that?
I was nervous no matter what I was doing.
What'd you sing?
I don't remember.
Did it have to be like a Catholic or Christian song, or could you go something 80s?
No, it was.
Motorin'.
I did play in second grade. I was in a church play about. Are you familiar with Zacchaeus?
No.
I just remember I was.
He plays for the Eagles, right?
Yes, I was stoned in a tree, and I played a boy named. I played this man Zacchaeus who was a tax collector, and I wore an Eagles robe. And there,
Eagles robe.
I think I wore a Niners robe for my my little play.
very cool.
Yeah, what are the just the Three Wise Men? I guess we did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you?
Let me guess, you were giving away myrrh.
You fucking know it, brother. I couldn't afford gold. Did you choose choir, or did your parents encourage you to do it? It seems like if you're a nervous guy, or a nervous kid, it seems like the last thing you'd want to do.
In Mother Russia, you don't choose choir. Choir chooses you. No, I did it because I wanted to make my mommy happy. And then the same reason why I became an altar boy, which I ended up quitting because we had a molester priest on the loose, and I was very nervous about being around him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He was on the loose?
He was everywhere in that parish, brother.
The juice was loose, huh?
I was trying not to let any of my juice loose or let his juice loose inside of me.
I chose altar boy because you get out of class
Like a little
for
cashola.
and the funeral and wedding cash, and then you get out of class like twice a year for a week.
Yeah.
You have to serve like a whole week of morning mass.
Yeah.
Dude, I
And-
missed out.
I mean, you're still up.
You can still do it.
You think so?
Yeah. I know you can. You just got to shave
I'm gonna go volunteer.
your pubes.
I don't want to give too much away from my my one act play Altar Man, but it's about your time to join. And then, of course, get molested by a younger priest.
What if Billy Madison became an altar boy?
Speaking of Adam Sandler and the Water Boy, we're back in Louisiana now in the bayou.
Yeah.
And I mentioned he loved the Glee Club, Jake. Could you imagine a little sweet porker fat boy, 5'4", just singing his little heart out?
Could I
And-
imagine? I've been there. Yeah.
He was 5'4" in grade school?
No. Oh God, I couldn't even imagine how little porcupine that little boy was back then.
Either way, he frequently got confused for a beach ball throughout his entire life.
His classmates, the only thing they say about him is that he got teased off him because kids clearly picked up on the fact that he was gay, and that was not acceptable in that area at that time. He eventually went to Nicholls State University, which was also in Thibodaux, Louisiana. It is fun to say, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
man?
fun to say. Sorry.
Say it. Let it rip, Jake.
Thibodaux.
Let me see that tongue wiggle.
Thibodaux.
Don't go hanging out with them Thibodeaux.
Now, Jake, as he got older, he started hanging out in the gay bars in and around that area of Louisiana.
They got to be real low key about that, I imagine, right? If it's so frowned upon, or do you think it was a?
I think as you get closer to New Orleans, you can really fucking pull your cheeks apart.
Sure.
That's the name of the bar.
Yeah.
And Jake, he took to performing in drag as Patti LaBelle.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. So he started to find his group of people, and
You would think, however, they did not take kindly to him. Why? And I saw an
because he
interview.
was doing blackface.
No, he was doing whiteface. He just looked like
Patty La Taco Bell.
Yes. Yeah. I know where I'm going for a late night snack tonight.
they did not take kindly to him. And I saw an interview with a friend of his that said they even booed him because he was so bad as Patti LaBelle.
Oh my God, dude.
That's awesome.
That's it.
If you get booed at it, I think I've never been to a drag show, but like I feel like they're very supportive places.
Yeah.
So if you're getting booed by your friends at a drag show, you fucked up.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, Patti La Taco Bell, Fatty LaBelle. There's so many other ways that you could show that you're having fun with it as opposed to just presenting yourself as White Patti LaBelle.
Was that his name, White Patty LaBelle?
I don't know, man.
I bet he had a decent voice, though. He must have.
I never heard it. And I searched high and low trying to find examples of this guy's voice, and I wasn't able to hear it.
After all those years of Glee Club.
I know.
You know what? Jeff has a picture of his face on the screen. It kind of looks like
Of Jeff's own face. We should be looking at pictures of the murderer, but Jeff's got his own pictures up for some reason.
He has the face of like John Travolta in Face Off when they take the mask off.
Yeah.
And it's thrown away. It's like that kind of face.
Yeah, his face does look like somebody was just fucking around on the computer.
Is that him as a drag queen right there?
That's him.
Oh my God, I thought that was a relative.
No, he looks like the girl who got kidnapped in Silence of the Lambs.
Yes. Jake. You didn't have to say it, we knew. His regular face looks almost like a prototype of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface.
Yeah.
Like, take away the goatee.
Like Leather Daddy face. And you guys will appreciate this. He gets in a little bit of trouble for the first time at 21 years old. June 12th, 1985, he gets busted. What do you think he gets busted for?
Oh, sodomy.
Yeah, little slurp, little slangy slang at the
Propositioning.
No.
rest stop.
It's vaguely sexually related, but it's not what you think.
Charged for being gay
You can get charged for that?
in that area at that time. Probably.
Jake, he gets charged for making harassing phone calls. He's making sexually themed prank phone calls.
I love it.
I love it too. So a gay prank phone caller, what is he, a jerk me boys?
I love that too.
Thank you.
What's he doing?
Crank anchor.
Calling fucking Domino's and asking for extra sausage on my little pie.
Frank Rizzo, open up your cheeks, jackass.
Do you have any examples of like how sexual he would get during a call?
I don't know, but he eventually does end up working for Domino's.
No way.
I swear to fucking God,
Whoa.
man.
My brain is out there in the universe, down in the bayou, of course,
Yeah,
down in the bog.
Yep.
It's like those sticky gloves that the sticky bandits wear, catching all that shit.
Home Alone 2.
Jake, how do you feel about trailer rape?
Not a fan, but go on.
Well, Jake, in 1993, he gets in a little bit of trouble because he commits a trailer rape. So his thing is he starts to get into luring dudes back to his trailer. And in this particular instance, he lures a gentleman back to the trailer under the ruse that he is going to sell him some weed. Makes the guy get into the bathroom because he says he doesn't want him to see where his stash is. Sounds reasonable, right?
All right.
How about
Could
just
have
wait
just waited
outside?
outside. Yeah.
When he tells
What if I promise to close my eyes and I won't peek?
All right, get in the bed and get on all fours so you don't know where my stash is.
Why don't you wear this gimp mask with duct tape over the eyes real quick?
All
Put
right.
these clothespins on your nipples and so you don't know where my stash
And
is.
let me see if this giant ball fits in your mouth. It doesn't. Okay.
All right, now take your fingers out from behind your back so I know they're not crossed. Why are your fingertips brown? Jake, when he tells the guy to come out for the bathroom, he points a gun at the guy's face.
Oh man.
He handcuffs him, and you know what comes next, Jake.
So this is a straight guy.
So it was a human rape, not a trailer rape.
So a lot of the people that end up becoming him, I'm sorry, repeat that?
No, I'm not gonna say it.
A lot of the people that end up becoming victims of his are people that typically are less looked for from a police perspective.
Right.
Homeless people, drug addicts, worker boys. You know what I'm talking about by a worker boy, Jake?
Construction laborers.
Like like somebody you would find on the cover of an album that you listen to when no ladies are around.
Oh, okay.
So, and especially in this area, police are just like a guy butt fucking another guy. Yeah. Okay, pal. Yeah, let me get my magic pen to write down this report. Oh, would you look at that? It's out of ink. Yeah, I'll keep writing. Okay, cool.
You are arrested for weed, though.
Yes. So he gets away with that trailer rape, Jake.
Okay.
Are you Googling trailer rape right now?
I am. I'm Googling trailer rape.
He's texting somebody. I can tell because his font's so big. He just texted his wife, trailer rape.
Question mark?
Jake, you're going to like this. So in 1996, he finally gets busted for another rape.
That's going to happen if you keep raping.
It does, man. It's,
Same MO, took him back to the trailer.
Yep.
Gun and handcuffs.
It's not always a gun. Like sometimes he'll threaten with a knife. Other times, sex will get taken in a direction where it's not initially agreed upon, and then he'll use a tire iron to smack a guy in the head with it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay.
real wild shit, man.
That was a Bundy move.
It was, yeah. But Jake, in this particular instance, he goes to jail for a while, and while he's awaiting trial, he gets taken advantage of in jail. So much so that his anus gets torn up, and he's got to get stitches in his butthole.
Look like, oh man.
Do you think the
Is
attack?
that an American History X?
Yes, he does get stitched up. Jake, do you think when
That's the old husband stitch.
I was just gonna say, you think the attacker's got to be like, hey doc, throw an extra one in there for me, would you? But he says getting his cheeks busted out so violently in prison was the catalyst for him to start killing.
It rang the bell.
However, he does claim that all of the murders he ends up committing were self-defense, and he commits a lot of murders. But he says it's only because guys were eventually trying to repeat what happened to him in jail, which resulted in his asshole getting sewn up like a turkey, Jake.
It sounded like he had a little PTSD.
Yeah, he had P&D, man. Probably from some T's who were getting their D's coded in S.
That's all the letters right there.
Thank you.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Did a lot of this happen in his trailer?
Yeah, man.
So he's Jesus Christ.
You know, sometimes you just want to go home. It's like you don't want the night to end, but you don't want to be out anymore.
Yo, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's bringing fellas back who do want to
Yes.
smash. He's bringing gay guys back to have intercourse with intersex.
Intersex.
Yeah.
And
a lot of
then-
intersectionality here. I mean, it gets confusing.
And this is gay Dahmer of the bog. Or this
I agree with you.
Southern,
Yes.
Southern
This
Dahmer
is,
of the bog.
Swamp Dahmer.
Swamp Dahmer.
Yeah. I like that, Jake. I think that should be the episode title.
Man.
Swamp
I think
Dahmer.
Swamp Dahmer is better than Bayou Strangler.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Swamp Dahmer, suck it and see.
But was he before Dahmer? Dahmer stole this guy's thunder.
No, this was later.
Swamp
No,
Dahmer.
his crimes were from 97 to 2006.
Protecting my
Dahmer got
bee.
arrested in 91, I think.
Okay.
Swamp Dahmer,
67.
Swamp Dahmer.
Okay.
Carry one. Yes. So Jake, his first murder occurs July 13th, 1997, man. And this is a young fella, 19 years old, man. Got his whole life ahead of him. Unfortunately, gets picked up by Ronald Dominique. Ronnie Dominique is a great name for a gay guy.
Yeah.
Oof.
That could have been his drag name.
Stage name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Ronnie Dominique. Is he related to Ronald Dominique? He looks a lot like him.
Mr. Ram Dominique. Mr. Ram Dominique. Trying to do Dabalina, but I can't.
Dude, Ronald McDominique
Oh my God.
sounds like a very sassy clown that would be at Ronald McDonald House, like giving the kids some very unfortunate news. Well, kid, I don't think I'd worry about growing out of that outfit.
It's stage 4. Some things are for the stage, and some things are stage 4.
And I've seen you sing, honey. You're not meant for stage 1, 2, or 3. So stage 4 is appropriate for you. Oh, God. Next.
Yeah. The only thing tragic here is
sashay away forever. Yeah. I'm also shaking my soul, Jeff.
Yeah, dude.
I am sorry for this. All of it.
Honey, you're going to want to comb the hair on that wig forward with that face. I don't feel good about it either, Jake.
No,
Right?
in premise,
Yeah.
it's funny. In execution, it's hurting my insides.
Yeah.
My heart hurts.
Sometimes
and
it
it's
has to
not
be
the
said,
Wawa
though, you
gobbler.
know?
Yeah.
And you have to say it.
And grimace is what you do when Ronald McDominique enters you from behind, Jake. And you got the yam burglar.
I was going to say hamburger.
What are some other weirdos in that group?
Man.
Fry guys. You
Yeah,
got,
the fly guy. Yeah,
What was the little bird one? Was that
that's Birdie.
bird? Oh, that's
it's Mike Rapini.
Why is it so yellow? Why is it wearing glasses?
Jake, unfortunately, so this 19-year-old fella goes missing. He gets picked up on the side of the road, and he's found in a ditch. He's found in a ditch, strangled with his pants around his ankles, and police rule it natural causes.
no, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
Shut up.
I will not.
Get out of here.
Now, this is another tragic
Here's
aspect.
here. His pants fell off. He strangled himself. It's natural causes.
I've seen a shoe tying go wrong in my day, but nothing so bad as this.
I want to follow that detective around all day long.
It's a classic shoe tie and broken neck. This is incredibly fucked up, though. The news goes down to the scene of where the body is found, because they're informed that there is a body on the side of the road, even though it's eventually ruled a natural cause death. They're there because they assume it's a murder. They show the fucking victim's face on the news,
Oh
and
my
that's how his
God.
family finds
What
out
the
that the guy
fuck,
died.
dude?
You can't
I know.
fucking be doing that.
I know, brother, but it's different bayou rules.
For real.
Let's go to the traffic copter for an exclusive report. That's insane. Did it, like, when did those laws, I guess, I thought those laws have always been in place where they've protected the identity until the next of kin was notified.
I always thought that as well.
I think things are just different down there.
Yeah.
Or were different down there because this is the mid to late 90s.
90s, nah, I feel like we're in that era still. It must be just different down there.
Yeah.
Up in the bog when they
Up
go
in the
swampy up in there. The humidity, it messes with your brain.
It
In your
does.
balls.
It messes with your pants. A lot of times they wind up around your ankles. You end up going for long rides away from your wife and family. When you say you're going into work for an extra shift, you're working, and you're working it. And you're putting in overtime. And guys are punching in, punching out. Sometimes you need to take a water break, Jake.
I hope you work at a boxing gym.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, they're speed bagging your prostate. So there's a lot of overtime involved. So, Jake, over the next couple of years, a lot of men end up missing, and eventually many of them are found in similar circumstances. So things are starting to add up that this might be the work of one particular guy. I think the one that does it, so there's a fella named Oliver LeBanks, which is another good gay name. Mm-hmm. Oliver LeBanks.
LeBanks.
He ends up meeting, repeat that again, Jake.
Just saying his last name.
I know.
LeBanks.
You found Oliver LeBanks?
So Oliver LeBanks ends up meeting Ronald Dominique at a gay bar called Rawhide.
Jesus. Mm-hmm. And you're saying this is pretty close to New Orleans? Because I feel like
don't know
most of that
how
state
many
is
miles
probably
away.
pretty anti-gay. Though the 90s were starting to come around. I was picturing it in the 80s.
Yeah, I don't
before.
know like how much. All right, so you think about like all
Probably
right. So
after that
major
Madonna
cities
video.
in Louisiana. There's Baton Rouge, I don't know how liberal they would be with this. Lafayette, I guess, is the third major city there. But I don't know enough about them.
This looks like a very close.
Yeah, I guess so within driving distance of just really hamming it up with the bros.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, Jake, they're at Rawhide together one night. So it's Oliver LeBanks. Mm-hmm. Jeff, what are you measuring with your fingers, man?
Jeff, what, has your fly been undone this entire time?
You know how on maps they have 20 kilometers is this much?
Yeah.
I like to go like this, and it's about, 50 kilometers from New Orleans.
Can you do that translation for us for miles?
That I can't do. I have to whip out my wiener for that one.
Oh, no, the wiener converter.
So, Jake, on this particular evening, Ronald, Dominique, and Oliver LeBanks forge an agreement at Rawhide. Oliver LeBanks is a hustler, and friends would say that he would often make a little extra cash by offering his services.
Kind of like gay gambit. Gambit.
Yes.
So that was his services. It wasn't like, hey, I do...
No, he is...
I rake leaves on the side.
Yeah, I tint windows.
LeBanks is expecting a deposit.
And hopefully a withdrawal.
No, you don't. You just... It's more of a savings account.
Savorings.
You're accruing interest with this, Jake.
Sounds more like a trust.
But Jake, they agree to head, and they agree to 69.
Wow, that's got to be the weirdest. I think that was in Napoleon's Louisiana Purchase too. That was one of the stipulations. That's why we got it so cheap.
But it really does like 2 dudes 69. It does sound like one of those pump trolleys, John, that you like so much.
I love those.
Yeah.
Now there's an issue.
That is the working man's 69 right there.
It's a lot of. Just
the pioneer, the frontiersman 69.
Yeah.
Be patient with one another. You do him, I'll do you, one at a time. It just seems like a lot of unnecessary
smelling balls.
Yeah.
At the ballpark.
The balls are below the dick for a reason.
That with the NFL having such severe concussions now with like Trevor Lawrence and Puka Nacua, they should just bring out like smelly balls.
Truck nuts with perfume on them.
Yeah.
This will wake him up. It's his wife's scent.
Yeah, that's how they wake you out of like concussion catatonia. The stinkiest balls they can find.
Give me the heaviest lineman's jock strap stat.
Something goes awry because now this is according to Ronald Dominique, who gives an account of each murder later on. He says in this particular deposit in LeBanks, he agrees to put his dick in his butt. However, he doesn't like when men penetrate him because it reminds him of what happened to him in jail.
This is how you remind me
of the worst day of my life.
It's not like you to say sorry. What he likes, Jake, is to bury his face in the ground, toot his ass up, and have the gentleman simply rub it on his butthole. Jeff? No? It seems pleasant.
Hey.
Jeff, he's just rubbing it on there.
That's not gay if you're doing that with your friends. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. How big's your back seat?
He drives a Prius.
All right, well, use my girlfriend's car.
But doesn't it seem nice, like in the summertime when you get a popsicle, you just want to rub it on your lips?
I've never wanted to rub a popsicle on my lips.
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing with popsicles, Mike?
Cooling off, man.
Why are you doing it in the shower? Why are you on the toilet with the shower on?
Are the jets on in that tub?
My toilet tank is actually refrigerated, so I can keep popsicles in there for when I need them. But he just wants LeBanks to rub it on his butthole. All right?
And LeBanks, you can't, bro.
God
You
damn.
can't just be rubbing it on there.
Yeah.
And say, okay, I'm
know.
fine with this. But he's
Even-
a pro,
yeah,
so the agreement.
Even as a pro, you're going to be tempted. You're gonna spike it in the end zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some guys don't score often, all right?
You can't be spending that much time in the red zone and not try to get in.
Yeah.
That's what like my coach always says, whether it's gay sex or scoring touchdowns, act like you've been there before. But Jake, according to Dominique, LeBancs disregards their agreement and starts porking his butt. With that, Dominique takes a tire iron and starts bashing LeBanc's head in.
Is it the same tire iron each time?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, I guess you
Yeah, that
only
thing's
have
getting
one.
a lot of use.
Yeah.
Yeah, tire iron is a lot like Dominique. It's getting a lot of head.
It is like that.
Yeah, it do be like that. Now, this is something, after this murder, Jake, there's a sketch that goes around because as these bodies start piling up, police go around and start piecing together that a lot of these guys are gentlemen of the evening. They go around to clubs. They go around to certain bogs that are frequented about guys whose eyes are only visible just above the surface.
Yeah, a gator.
This sketch looks just like Patti LaBelle.
Dry December's over, I guess.
And at this point, once the sketch comes out, Ronald Dominique determines, like, all right, I need to get a little bit away from this area. So he moves to an area about 50 miles away called Homa.
So close.
I know.
To where he wants to be. And is his trailer an RV that moves, or is it a stationary thing?
No, he moves from place to place. Sometimes, like, eventually he ends up at his sister's place. That's further down the line. But, yeah, this is just a trailer-esque trailer. Eventually, he also ends up at a homeless shelter, which is where he's eventually arrested at.
Okay.
But he moves to this trailer in Homa. And, all right, so there's another murder on New Year's Eve, 1999. That's his 10th victim. So at this point, he's really stacking them up.
Right before Y2K?
You got to get one in.
Man,
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
that's true.
All the computers could crash. The planes could just fall out of the sky.
Were you guys worried about anything with Y2K?
No, I think even in 8th grade, I thought it was incredibly stupid that people feared this.
Yes.
Sounds like Jake was fucking scared.
I know. I wasn't scared. I was just like, you never know.
Jake was eating all the raviolis in his fallout shelter.
You know what? Mankind was the Chef Boyardee spokesman at that time, so that's quite accurate, Mike.
Listening to Nimrod, or was it Insomniac?
At that time, that was probably Nimrod.
The graduation song came out that year.
Yeah, that was
Nimrod.
Yeah, that was Nimrod.
Time of Your Life.
I think it was 97 or 98 that album came out, and
It was still rocking in 2000 when we graduated. Still brings a tear to my penis.
99, I think, from a new metal perspective, was Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, Significant Other.
yeah, that was a
I think
good
came out
year.
then. Yeah.
Significant Other was after $3 Bill, y'all?
Yes, $3 Bill Y'all was their first one. Counterfeit was on that.
You know what's so funny about Limp Bizkit? Their breakout was a George Michael cover.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
Faith, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No father figure. I can be your father figure. I can fuck you, you can fuck me.
Is that how the song goes?
Yes, yeah. But Jake, you're going to like this, man. He gets a job as a Domino's pizza driver.
Pizza.
Isn't that a cool job for a serial killer?
That is cool one.
Avoid the gay driver. Yeah, let the Noid come over, but avoid the serial killer gay diva driver.
Domino, dude.
Yeah. The pizza tracker with a gay serial killer.
Here.
Ronald Dominique is burying his pee-pee in your butthole.
You're not enjoying it. Yeah, I haven't been enjoying it the whole time. Is Domino spelled with a E-A-U-X there? Oh, my God.
I like that one. That was good. They should do that down there.
They ought to.
Yeah.
It would be fun. Mm-hmm. Can't believe I just gave that idea out for free.
I know.
You're welcome, Domino's. Just send me a free
we can fix
medium.
it later. Jake, this is something funny that happens. February 10th, 2002. He's at the Mardi Gras parade, and on the street where he's on, a car is trying to fucking park, and the car accidentally hits a baby stroller.
With a baby in it?
Yeah, there was a baby in it, motherfucker.
Oh, no.
And Ronald Dominique stands up for the woman, the mother, and the baby, and freaks out on the lady that was driving the car.
Good for him.
This is a nice thing that he did. The lady gets out of the car, so Ronald Dominique smacks the shit out of her.
Which you're allowed to do if you're wearing drag, I believe.
I think so, too. Yeah. And he, unfortunately, gets arrested for that, and he is briefly in prison, but he's granted work release.
Did that lady get in any trouble? The driver?
For hitting
I don't know about that. I imagine she only would if she was drinking.
What in God's name are you doing trying to park your car near Bourbon Street on the Mardi Gras parade?
Yeah, there's no reason for you to be anywhere near there.
Yeah.
Just
park a couple blocks away, for Christ's sake.
People hate walking, man.
Do they?
Oh, from what I hear in my head.
John, he joins the Lions Club. You guys familiar with that is?
Elks Club-esque?
Yeah, it's like I think it's guys that like do nice things for people.
Yes, yeah. It's kind of like a Rotary Club, sort of.
So it's not go and just drink pitchers of beer with your buddies and watch football. It's more of they actually do something.
It seems adjacent to that. Like our buddy Chip is a member of the Lions Club, and they do fundraisers and do very nice things for charity, much like the charity that we made fun of 5 minutes ago, where the sassy Ronald McDominique is trash-talking kids on the verge of meeting the Reaper.
Sure, I remember it. Tried to forget it, but you brought me right back.
You're going to wear that to meet the Reaper?
It's just a hospital gown. Standard issue hospital gown.
Honey, you might as well ask him to borrow that scythe to cut that hair.
Purgatory. I think you're going to need a permatory.
Yeah. Accessorized with all these catheters. Just has a bunch of fucking...
Oh, my God.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Catheters go in your penis.
Yeah.
And my friend Ryan had to hold my dick while a nurse put it in when I was in college, blacked out.
Did he say
story.
anything to you while she put it in?
I was blacked out. I don't have a single memory of it. But I can imagine it's never been smaller.
What did he do with the 2 fingers that he cut off? Jake, serious question, man. If I was blackout drunk and I needed a catheter, would you use your mouth to hold mine in place?
Mouth?
It's the only way I can sit still.
No, I would request chopsticks, and I would do it that way for you.
The song played while you sucked me off.
No, I need a fucking full size keyboard, please.
I can only suck
88 keys.
I can only suck dick while Tom Hanks and Robert Loggia are running on a keyboard.
Excuse me, this one is only 61 keys. I need 88 keys, stat, and they need to be weighted. Not semi-weighted.
Such a difference the weighted keys make.
Oh, man, what a difference. But yeah, I'd need to hear chopsticks.
But Jake, he joins the Lions Club, and it still doesn't mean that he's becoming a good guy. Even though he's doing good things for other people, he's also becoming a bingo caller at the Lions Club bingo games. Isn't that nice?
Is he doing this almost like a front? Like, so
Yeah.
people think he's a part of the community in a good way?
Upstanding.
I mean, he's also a gay guy, so he likes having fun.
And
Of course.
he's out at this point. Like, people know he's gay.
I mean, they knew he was gay in grade school.
Yeah, I mean, if you're dressing as White Patti LaBelle, I think you're as out can be, man.
Yeah.
That was after. Yeah. But I think
After high school, yeah. Like
he was known in school to be gay.
They knew it, and they would bully him trying to get him to admit it, and he would have a hard time doing that.
Yeah. I'm not. Are you sure? Say that in my talk, boy, and I'll play it back. Can you hear yourself?
Okay, I hear it.
I hear it.
Jake, in October of 2002, he victimizes someone else, a fella named Kenny Randolph Jr., a 20-year-old fella who was found in a sugarcane field, face down, ass up, wearing socks.
Another natural cause for the Louisiana State Police.
Yeah, natural pauses. Jake, and just so I agree with you with what you're mouthing to me, being found face down, ass up with socks on the sugarcane field is a gay scarecrow. That is correct, yes.
I did not mouth that.
You're
to
not
you.
scaring away the birds, you're actually attracting the birds.
Was the sugar air that we spoke of earlier? No, that was Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was Port St. Lucie for our
Yeah, the guy sure likes sugar, huh?
I gotta see one of these sugarcane fields. They seem like a.
Go see. Yeah, the guys are so nice down there.
I don't have a clue what a sugarcane field looks like. I don't have a fucking clue. I'm clueless.
Jake, have you ever seen one?
No, but I'm sure it just looks like a field.
Yeah, I can't imagine it grows high.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Just imagine
All right.
licking
That's what I was
those stalks, baby.
I need a. Is that as tall as corn? Seems like it might be.
It looks like it.
Looks
Can we get a picture of a
There you go.
cross-dressing Patti LaBelle? What is that a picture of? A John Deere? Oh, it is big.
Emerging from the corn. If you build it, I will come.
Yeah. Not corn, sugar cane only.
So this is gross. There's another victim right after that. His name is Michael Barnett, I believe his name is. He is found inside of a storage unit. So the storage unit, I don't know who unlocks it, but when the storage unit is finally unlocked, there's a smell coming from it.
Oh, no.
When they finally unlock it, they realize it's because there's dead fellas in there.
Multiple dead fellas?
No, just this one guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it Ronnie Dominique's? Did he own it, or did he break into it and stash a body?
I don't know if he owned it.
Because that
would
has got to be
clear cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. But who's? I mean, I'm sure the.
Could you imagine if they were filming an episode of Hoarders there that day?
Yep.
I paid $750 for this.
It's mine.
Oh man, that lady, Brandy Passante, is a real looker, man. Do you know her from Hoarders or not Hoarders?
There's a
Storage
hot lady
Wars?
involved with
No.
Storage
Oh my
Wars?
goodness, man.
No, who are you talking
Really?
about? Your
This-
flashlight's
this-
on, just
this-
so you know.
Yeah, because I'm looking for your penis.
Damn, Jake.
You're going to need a bigger
You
light.
tried to help him out and he fried your fucking ass to death.
Whoa, who's
Jeff.
that?
Right?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
my word.
I mean,
You buy
just
storage units? Okay, all right, that's...
yeah.
yeah.
I got a unit that needs. Oh man, Jeff, tweet that at her.
Tweet it now from my account.
Okay.
My God.
But she
Oof, marron.
seriously.
she had this wigger husband that she was married to, but she bailed on him. Thank God.
Where's she storing those juicy tits?
But yeah, that's what's out there waiting for you, Jake.
I am a hoarder. I have a lot of shit that I can't get rid of.
I am guilty as well.
I should probably give her a call. Make sure...
See if she needs it, man.
See if she needs any of my medium shirts that I can't seem to let go of.
Now, Jake, by this stage of the game, so many victims are showing up. The police are kind of like grasping at straws here to find out some kind of connection, to find out if there's any info the guys could pass along which might be helpful in finding this sucker. He can't take his eyes off of this goddamn computer.
I can't.
But this lady's
I can't,
chugs.
But also, Jeff is like trying to get into it, and I have a feeling he's going to log you in by accident.
Go ahead.
He's on her like photo cloud or something.
He's on Instagram.
I've never
but
seen Instagram on a computer in my life.
It's because
I didn't
he's
even
not
know you
logged
could
in.
do it.
Yeah. Man, I'm about to...
Yell your password.
Yeah, I don't look at disgusting stuff on this computer, man. So this is a nice computer that has not been sullied yet.
You only look at disgusting stuff on your sewer computer.
Yes, this yeah, and this thing, which should probably be crawling across the room.
If you threw that thing in the same trash can as a bloody tampon, a baby would crawl out 9 months later.
But Jake, this was a pretty smart move. So there's a parole officer who starts asking his parolees when he meets with them if they had any weird sexual encounters, because he knows a lot of these guys are in for drug offenses. They do gay stuff just for drug money. And he's like, look, have you had any weird encounters that might be noteworthy? So this guy named John Banning says, yeah. He's like, I was walking on the highway, and this guy pulls up in a van, and he says, hey, do you want a beer? And the guy says, yeah, I'll take a beer.
Yeah, do you want a best friend?
Wait, it gets
forever?
even better. Gets even better. He says, do you want to have sex with a white girl?
All right. Fart sound. The white girl's nowhere to be found at the moment.
Right. So he's basically recruiting for the white girl. So, but the beer and the promise of a white girl are enticing enough to get this fella to say, like, yeah, I would like both.
Did you say let me see a picture first, or would you just say yes?
I think he had a picture of a white girl
Okay.
that he showed him. It says, you would be her type, and she asked me to come out and bring somebody back for
This is
her.
a picture of Natalie Holloway. It's from the front page of the paper. I know. I shouldn't have went there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, why does it say National Enquirer?
That's her name.
We call her Natty. But so far, this is enough to get this guy to go back because he's so horny for beer and white girls. So he goes back to
Horny
what
for Beer is such a good book name.
he's so riled up that he agrees to go back to Ronald Dominique's trailer, which he says is the white girl's trailer. Once in there, this fella John
Bless you.
is looking around. Whoa, wait, I got to back up and say this. But during the ride, Ronald Dominique says, look, she likes when men are hogtied, so don't be surprised if at some point I ask to hogtie you.
If I ask the hog type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
red
Christ,
flag.
man.
Fortunately, this guy picks up on that. At that point, it becomes weird.
Yeah.
When he gets inside the trailer, he sees stacks and stacks of gay porno magazines.
I'm going to need another beer.
Speaking of hoarders, yeah. Yeah, you got any more of these? Doesn't even cross my mind at this point. Yeah, this one's empty, by the way.
Trash night.
For real. If I'm 10 beers in and somebody says, I got more beer, they could have, it could have been
Don't put that out there.
stacks of gay guys in there, dead gay bodies. And I'd have been like, oh, nice place, man.
You could be standing in the vortex of a Romeo circle and just be like,
There was a
You want
time,
to go out and get more? Or?
I think I was like 19 or 20, but like a guy that my buddy Danny like met at automotive school was a white supremacist. And they were always like recruiting guys for their fucking nonsense. And we went to hang out at this guy's place. He lived in Upper Darby. He lived in a row home. I think I told you the story, but he had an alligator in his dining room, a little baby alligator, and he built a pen for him.
yeah.
And the entire time he's giving his spiel on white supremacy. And I didn't want to offend him, but at the same time, I just wanted to make it clear, like, look, man, I'm underage. You're buying beer, and I just want to stare at this fucking alligator,
Dude,
man.
yeah. You're just fucking doing America's Funniest Home Videos with the alligator. Like, just look at cool
I've never seen an alligator before. I'm not legally allowed to drink. Cool it without
Dude,
other shit.
The white supremacists will get you. They'll get you with the little.
The red dog will get you in the white supremacy.
Sorry if I can tangent off for a second. When I was bus boying in like 5th grade for a restaurant, these two dudes used to always come in, shaved heads, never thought anything of it, and then I like ran into them years later when I worked at Wawa, and I was like playing in a band at this time. I was like 18, 19 years old, but we were playing bars and stuff like that, and we were playing Riddle Ale House, which no longer exists.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, we're playing Riddle Ale House on Friday. He's like, cool, I'll be there. And he shows up, him and his brother. I'm like, oh, dude, this is awesome. People came out to the show. This is great. About an hour and a half. Or
Cool arm patches, guys.
yeah.
Hey, is there a curfew at Ronald McDonald House?
We get to the end of the night. We're playing our last song. It's Rockin' in the Free World. I think I told you this before. We start playing Rockin' in the Free World on the mic. Everyone's having a good time. And he's like, can I? Because he was in a band too. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. You know what? Come on. Come jump on the mic. And I back up. He uses my mic.
Come on up, Delco Henry Rollins.
And he goes, keep on rocking in the white world. I was like, oh, my God.
Oh,
and meanwhile,
Jake's got his head back,
I'm like
bending notes.
I'm rocking out. And I'm like, did he just say? And then we all kind of look at each other like, is he fucking saying what? And then next thing you know, one of the servers who worked there happened to be black, walks by and just is scowling at him the whole time. And I'm like, oh my God, what did we just become? And he's like, that was a lot of fun, man. You got to let me know when the next one is. I'm like, no.
I will not. I do have to give a disclaimer. I have been thinking about it the entire time. I stole that bloody tampon joke from my friend Shay. I don't think he ever did that joke on stage, but it was one of my favorites. I think about it all the time. Every time I jerk off into a tissue and throw it in a trash can, I think of it.
Oh,
so just 10 times a day.
Okay.
And it seemed like the perfect thing to talk about when you said your phone was covered in cum.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Jake, did you know that white supremacist ended up to go on to create a Neil Young white supremacist cover band?
Really? What was it called?
CSY.
CSY?
Yeah.
Does it stand for anything?
They got rid of the N. Jesus Christ.
You said it, man. I mean,
You said it and you got it. I don't think I ever would have gotten
I
it.
was like, I was Jeopardy answering that. I was like, because I got rid of the N.
I guess I am purest of heart
yeah.
out of the three.
I do
No,
like. I do like.
No. You're not pure of heart. That's
I
why
like
you
to
got
solve
it.
problems.
I do like whenever there's a joke like that on this podcast that's so bad that you just hear Jeff clearing his throat. like he wishes there was a sliding board leading outside to his car at that
Oh
point.
my God.
He's thinking of a way to edit his face off from previous episodes. Have they said my last name on this?
Now, getting back to the stacks of gay porn, this guy, John Banning, he, upon seeing the stacks of gay porn, he's like, all right, this is too much for me. I'm out. He leaves. Thank God he didn't allow himself to be hogtied. He leaves, and he's a big fella. So I think Ronald Dominique knows he's no match for this guy.
Just
if
a
he tries to
visual of a
strong arm.
big dude trying to hogtie another big dude.
Dude, I don't think if you're that big that you could get
No,
hogtied.
not at all, man.
You're going to be fucking cramping up.
Who's the biggest guy we know? No, but I mean, like,
It's like if, well, I don't want to call anyone out.
call him out.
Okay, it's like if me and Lemaire try to hogtie each other. I'd have to let him hogtie me, though, because otherwise it could, you know.
I guess so, yeah. But I do think I'm not downplaying your flexibility.
Oh, I don't have it.
Lemaire can do summer or cartwheels. You
He's
know what
flexible.
I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's got like some kind of Yu-Gi-Oh-esque
I do
just
get a lot.
fascination with the world that allows him to move more like a Jack Black-esque figure.
He's watched so much anime that he's absorbed the spirit of anime.
And I didn't say Jack White, you know. It wasn't that. You guys know what I mean.
He can move, man.
Yeah, I get Charlie horses pretty easy.
Yeah.
Like one pump in, two pump in,
Oh my God.
three pump in. We just keep stopping and starting. I have a whole ring corner helping me out, telling me off.
Yeah.
Feeding you bananas.
We keep bananas in the bedroom.
Yeah, but part of foreplay is just hydrating incessantly. Sucking back electrolytes.
Eating a bowl of mashed bananas. Because it's
Without your hands.
Hey, Stinkers, I want to take a second to thank our sponsor, HelloFresh. Make mealtimes manageable with HelloFresh. HelloFresh's pre-prepped and portioned ingredients that come straight to your door will make this holiday season simpler. With 50 chef-crafted recipes to choose from each week, plus customizations to make your meals exactly how you like them, it's the easiest way to get dinner on the table. Have you gentlemen enjoyed HelloFresh yet?
I have. And you know what I like best about HelloFresh?
It comes in a box.
It's so yummy in my tummy. So, yes.
Jake,
the recipes we got the first time. I loved it so much. It made life so easy just to open up this box and have the whole week figured out. It was nice.
it really does. And it's an
Yeah.
easy way to cook. It gives you clear-cut directions. It gives you a picture of what everything should look like. Everything's right there for you. They make it as easy as can be. If you're traveling for the holidays, you can even skip a week's delivery if you need to. HelloFresh works around your schedule. Spend your holiday season with family and friends and let HelloFresh worry about mealtimes. Get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/free Lil Stinker. That's FreeLilStinker. Applied across 7 boxes. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals. Just go to HelloFresh.com/free Lil Stinker. FreeLilStinker. But when John's able to escape, he goes to the police and he's like, look, man, there's some weird shit going on here. This guy tried to fucking rope me into this stuff. And the cops go to check it out. They're not sure what's happening. But, all right, so they know that, all right, so cops know that, like, this guy tried to do this. And he's telling this to his parole officer, my bad. He's telling this to his parole officer. The parole officer passes along that information to cops. The cops go there, and they just ask him, hey, would you mind coming with us? We have some questions to ask. And he plays it off. He's like, sure, no problem. I have nothing to hide. Mm-hmm. You still looking at Brandy Passante?
I mean, he put up a new picture, and that one,
she's stunning.
in red.
A true beauty, man.
Yeah, her tits got bigger in the time that I've not looked at the
Her
screen.
tits are storage units.
Climate controlled, too. God damn.
And I'm just sitting there with a lock pick and just bolt cutters.
How much would you bid on that, Jake?
You know what? Nothing. I got.
Go into debt for it.
Yeah.
Jake, so he goes with the police. They're questioning him, and there has been DNA left on some of the victims. You know they can swab your booty hole, right?
I did not.
Excuse me?
They can swab booty holes.
I know they can. I just didn't know they did.
I call that a San Francisco COVID test. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bay Area. I missed you. Oh, man, I missed you guys so much. My favorite city in the world.
I'm not saying that that's what they did to him. I'm saying from victims, that's where you typically find DNA.
Right. I missed that episode of SVU, I guess. Mm-hmm. You mean they got Q-tips up in their booty holes?
Yeah, ice.
Tutuola, come on.
So he voluntarily offers a spit swab. So they swab his cheek to get DNA.
Bro, you need a lawyer. Come on. What are you doing?
He's not very smart, man. He's not a very bright guy.
They've done that shit with like, oh, can I offer you a Sprite? And then they take the can too, right? That's the thing they do in the...
Yeah, well, that's how they got the Long Island serial killer.
Yeah.
His pizza crust.
They posed as a pizza restaurant and sold him a slice, and they followed him. We know this guy doesn't eat his crust. Yeah. Always eat your crust.
And if you don't, I know a couple guys that will. Yikes.
Oh, man.
But, Jake, this is in the early 2000s, so DNA takes much longer to process than it does right now. And they have, all right, so they don't have what's called nuclear DNA. They have mitochondrial DNA, which, if I understand this correctly, it's much harder to narrow down a specific person because with mitochondrial DNA, you can only get maternal lineage. Where if you have nuclear DNA, you could pinpoint and say, like, okay, it has to be
this person's unique DNA.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So eventually, like, that's what they arrive at. So he's still out and about now. While he's out and about, he's under surveillance, which is good.
They have eyes on his trailer at this point.
They do. So anything he does, they have somebody on him. But, you know, as with any profession, there's ineptitude. And in
how do you lose this dumb of a guy,
bro?
A guy who voluntarily cotton swabbed himself after leaving DNA on the bodies of victims all over the state.
I know.
You're talking about a police force that said a kid with underwear around his ankles
Natural causes.
was natural causes.
I cannot believe that was real. I thought that was a joke, and I thought it was a fine joke. But you weren't smiling, and that's how I started to think maybe that wasn't a joke.
I don't. Sometimes, you know, I'm dead serious because I have to present information in a specific way, man. And I want to preserve the integrity of this program.
Yes.
So I really, anything related to booty crimes, I try to present as tastefully, as respectfully, and as straightforward.
And in a white Diddy suit at times.
Full R. Kelly makeup. But, dude, eventually he shakes the fucking police that are tailing him.
Knowing it?
He knows they're tailing him.
Okay. So he did figure that out.
He figured that out.
Okay.
And he's able to shake them one day. And on October 15th, 2006, he cannot fight this urge anymore. He loses the police. And on this day, he's like, I'm going to fucking kill somebody.
Because he feels his time is just about up.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's
Getting
just fucking
a couple more in.
hitting the gas.
Also, it's tax day. Everybody's fucking pissed.
So Jake, he loses surveillance, and unfortunately, he finds a guy named Christopher Sutterfield, a guy in his 20s on the side of the road. Typical stuff. Strangle, side of the road, and
Right there where he found him.
yeah. Well, no, he takes him to a
him,
secluded spot, yeah, and ends up leaving him on the side of a road.
And these people, I guess, are just they need a ride, so they're willing to get in a car with anybody.
I think in some cases that could be the circumstance, but other times I think that's an easy way to present yourself for services.
Oh, okay.
They're all
He might have been of the evening, but I guess he could have also forced him in with a gun, right? Did he ever
really
pull
wasn't
that?
his thing. No,
Okay.
not really. It was more of just I think it was easy pickings all around.
I got to start rolling down my window and slowing down more often. When I'm riding through the bog down there, you know what I mean? Low wall, they up in here. He all alone on the long road.
Have you guys,
alone on that
have you guys
road.
ever like driven by prostitutes before?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I've stopped for them, Jake.
very few times. I feel like my prostitute dar is as bad as my gaydar at times.
Yeah.
I have ended up in the bedroom of a gay man so many times without even realizing.
I thought you were a prostitute.
But I did we see prostitutes together in Florida?
We were prostitutes. in
Yeah,
Florida.
I know we
Yeah.
were, but did we also see them in the area? I feel like, or maybe in Vegas we
remember.
saw them.
Maybe
Even in Vegas, I can't really distinguish between
same.
who's out for a
Who wants
night on the
attention?
town, who's a tourist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bachelorette party, prostitute, or somebody just craving some love.
Oh, that's very sweet, Jake. I like the way you put that. Would
Do you like where he puts it?
I do, yeah. I usually follow him. Whenever we go to Vegas, we pay for sex. Jake, what would you pay? What do you think would be a fair rate to pay for typical DMP for a lady of the night?
D&P for lady. I mean, I don't know the rates, but I would assume
Your
like
rate.
$250 would probably be the going rate.
Wow.
I don't know. Is this am I?
You
am
saying
I
that
off?
like it's low?
Well, no, I don't know why I said that because all right, I'm only basing this off of what I paid when I used to go to Washi Washi. In 2000, Washi Washi was like $160.
That's a
Whoa.
long time ago. In-N-Out burgers have increased a lot since then.
And I was in and out of that burger, brother.
My God, burger sounds
Hold
masculine.
the pickles, hold the lettuce.
Extra mayo from her. Wait,
Animal style.
yeah, extra spread.
It's so disgusting.
Oh, man. You
All
love
right,
it,
so
though?
160 back then, and that
That's how many years ago?
I think if you
2000.
Okay.
So almost
it's
a
a-
quarter century, man.
yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say earlier.
I love it.
It's a brick and mortar though, so there's overhead there.
There is overhead.
I was thinking you were saying big overhead. I was thinking you were thinking street prices.
Yeah, I was thinking street prices.
Somebody that you're picking up off the street, which seems like the lowest
Okay.
amount of money you would have to spend.
No, sorry. I'm thinking like
Back pages style,
like a back pages price
I'm
starting at
thinking
$250.
Back pages would be like 500.
Jeff, can you log into your account and let us know?
Jeff, we fucking got
Because
your ass.
that's the thing. It's like a real prostitute. Like Phil, I used to be obsessed with Craigslist back in the day, and there was some people putting themselves on there for pretty cheap.
Now,
You were in the M for M.
I thought I saw you there. I knew I recognized you.
now, if my wife is eventually watching this, I'm looking up prostitute prices for the purpose of this program.
This is research. We can confirm. Wait, Mike, why did you hit order?
Are you going to a place where there's actually pictures and a price for the lady that is pictured, or is it just a Reddit Google search?
So this is Reddit
Hordash.
on the subreddit. Ask an escort.
Wait, that's what all you have to do to find an escort is ask an escort?
No, this is just for questions about, etiquette, payment, where and where not to spray.
All right, so this comment is from 6 years ago, and this person says, I'm in Australia. It says $150 for Asians, $300 for others. It kind of varies, but the distinction between Asian sex workers and others is likely to do with the number of Asian massage places that double up as illegal brothels in many areas. Clients are charged $2.90 an hour for erotic massage, new body slide, and happy ending hand job.
$250 for just hand?
Yes. Now, this says higher-end agencies charge $600 to $1,000 per hour for top-quality full-service escorts.
600 was the low end?
Yeah,
Whoa.
which I don't think sounds bad.
And that's 6 years ago. Australians got a higher...
Yeah, I was
He's
gonna say
searching on Mike's computer.
250. I just did 250 AUD.
Smart. I can see Mike's face in the corner because he's logged to his Google account.
I've gone out of my way to make this computer smut-free.
No,
He's just converting money.
AUD to USD.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And what is it?
What is do you mean what I think you mean by A to D?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
250 AUD is $160.
Okay, so $100 less. That's like 30% ish. So 600 would be like 400 here, I guess.
Okay.
Around there. But that's 6 years ago.
385.
And anybody watching this,
Good with numbers.
please comment below if you're aware of what prostitute prices are today in 2024.
And please sign it with your full legal name.
And credit card number.
I'm genuinely curious to find out. I know from looking at the Bunny Ranch's website, they negotiate prices. So it's not like you got to pay this to get this.
There's
It's
like
not
an
a menu. It's I want to do these three things.
Early bird special kind of thing. Like, you think it's a la carte, like by the item or like by the girl?
No, I'm saying I think you get in the room and you're like, I want to kiss you romantically, as opposed to I want you to just bend over and fucking. I've been hard since I got out of the parking lot. You know.
I don't know that matters. I think it just depends upon the lady. It depends upon your presentation.
That's nuts. You go
Whether or
to
not they feel comfortable.
really?
you go to the Bunny
That's my
Ranch. They're like,
interpretation of
she's
this.
1,000, and I'm like, what about her? 5,000. It's like, damn.
If you go on the site, you can see that they give an online. That's fine if you want to go for it. They can give. I'll bring it up on my phone then. But they'll give like their online presentation,
We got your back. This is
and they'll
research.
say that everything is negotiable. And my interpretation is that if they vibe with you, you'll get a more generous deal. If you seem like somebody that is
I really
a bit
need
of a hard
this.
time,
You're
they're going to
need
give you
a
the max price.
security guard outside of the door the whole time.
Right, yeah.
I'd just go up to the ladies, but I guarantee I'll come within 60 seconds and I'll be gone as well.
Do you charge by the millisecond?
What about if we break time and space and we go backwards in time?
What about the millimeter? I was doing character view
Yeah.
the whole time.
No, I got it. I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, millimeter Peter. If you are just listening, he is scrolling the Bunny Ranch's website going,
Is Air Force Amy still on there, or is she in the Hall of Fame?
Good question, man.
he quietly just said, interesting.
She had to change her name to
No,
Dolly Parton.
she is not a part of today's lineup, Jake.
Oh man, hope she's okay. She better not have died.
She was discharged.
Oh,
Is that somebody that is a staple at that place?
She was, man.
she was on all the was it Cinemax
Okay.
Bunny Ranch episodes.
Thank you for your slurpus. Oh, here we go. Sex menu.
It's kind
You
of
just
crazy,
scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. Put it at the top.
man. Like, I wonder if they probably do services where you don't. There's no penetration. You don't come in the facility. Like, they just tease you and then you can walk out probably. That's what I'm willing to pay, whatever that rate is. Anything over $150.
Why
I'm
would you
gone.
do that?
No, I would never do that. But I'm saying,
Why would anybody?
listen, there's a parking lot 30 feet from.
And you're going to jerk off after getting inspo from a lady? Or are you taking the lady to the car?
Look, you gotta work with your income bracket. You know what I mean? Like,
All right, I think I found it.
I think free porn is what the guy who you're talking about would end up doing.
All right, so this is as recently as 2 years ago in regards to the Bunny Ranch. This fellow says it used to be around 500 minimum. I was able to get it for 300 a few times years ago, but that won't happen again because of inflation.
of their tits.
So he negotiated for under the minimum, I suppose, when he got a 300 a couple times. Or maybe he was saying that was long before and it was 300, now it's 500.
This is by Reddit user Wimpy.
Hey, I swear it was long before.
Can I have pussy today? I'll gladly pay you next Tuesday.
Wimpy, you say that every time when you live in the janitor's closet here.
Please.
I don't know what this means, Carnival Court, but this guy says I met a beautiful girl outside Carnival Court, $200 for BJ and sex, offered anal for an additional $100. She was beautiful and nice, stumbled on a good deal.
Man, what a world this is.
Stumbled on a good deal. Sounds like she stumbled on a bad deal. She needs to know her worth.
No, she's beautiful.
No, yeah, but I'm saying she needs to.
We need those beautiful deals out there.
Yeah.
We need those beautiful deals.
So, Jake, getting back to Ronald Dominique.
Yes, please.
So this fella, he commits that one last murder, and at this point, like once the police start tracking, once they find out there's another body, as a result of them losing him, they're like, fuck it, we got to try to arrest him now, even with the shitty DNA that we have. So
No pun intended.
I mean,
Dude. You're over here talking anal swabs.
I know,
So when you say
I know,
shitty DNA.
I know.
You laid it up for it.
I know.
You threw him a fucking softball.
So, Jake, eventually he is found at a homeless shelter.
Low hanging fruit. I said, ew, I'm ordering a cheeseburger.
Jake, he's found a month and a half later at a homeless shelter.
Okay.
They arrest him, they bring him in, and he confesses to 23 murders.
Holy shit.
Yeah. However,
23.
Jake, he says that they were all in self-defense, that he brought them back to his place or in his car for some rough sex, and eventually they all took things too far, and he had to defend himself.
If it happens once,
I know.
shame on me. If it happens 23 times,
Yeah.
Shame all over you in the front seat.
Yeah, it's a lot of roughhousing.
good luck selling that thing for a profit. 23 he admitted to. How much convincing do you think? Do you think he just knew he was done for and was just fine with... Did the cops have him on 23 before that? Or was it
Yeah.
he admitted to more than they thought?
How many do they have on record? Yeah, that's a good one.
Before I answer any of your questions, can I make a gay car sales joke?
Yes.
Go for it.
It's listed Kelly Blue Book Values, BLEW.
I thought you were going to say the Carfax report.
And Kelly is a guy in this one. Tell him Kelly sent you. Tell him Kelly blew you.
Tell him Kelly blew you. You got a fucking giant fucking bumper sticker on the back.
Did Kelly make a mess? Boy, I guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah, all self-defense. Fortunately, though, they're able to reach a compromise. On September 24th, 2008, there's a plea bargain reached, and he's sentenced to 8 life sentences for 23 murders. Actually, no. I think it was for, even though he confessed to 8, he gets 8 life sentences for 8 that they would have been able to prove.
Okay.
They had DNA on 8.
I don't know if there was DNA for all 8.
Or 7 plus that final one that he basically got.
All right, that sounds right. I can't
Caught in
confirm
the,
it, but that sounds good enough for me.
Hey, it's good enough for us. It's good enough for them.
But Jake, yeah, he's
Well, I mean, how much deliberating do they have to do to be like, fine, 8 life sentences? It's like, dude,
Yeah.
what is a life sentence? 25 to 30 or like...
I think it's dependent state by state.
4 is going to suffice it. He's not going to outlive the sentence, you know? How many goddamn tax dollars got spent on them going from 23 to 8? Too damn much. Rent's too damn high for them to be doing that.
It is,
down
yeah.
the ball.
Hey, little water down the bug there.
We could be using gator traps.
But he's currently at Louisiana State Prison.
Oh, he's still around?
Yeah, he's still kicking, man.
Still getting stitches every week.
60 years old, man.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're still getting hard at 60, I guess.
That's nuts because that's what got him in that. Like, according to him, got his whole rampage started. So
Got his whole what?
rampage.
His whole rampaged. Farted is what I heard.
I mean, is there any concern with that? Like, has he been separated from prisoners, or is he just in the general prison?
Nah, you
gotta
got
be
to throw
in
him in,
Gen
man.
Pop,
You
yeah.
got to learn to swim, brother.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah, there are a lot. Bouncing off his goddamn... What do you think that feels like, balls bouncing off your balls? Like those click-clack
Ew.
things in psychiatrist offices?
Yeah, the little pendulum guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's who you want to be shacked up with in jail, the Pendulum Brothers.
How are the balls smacking? You got to have some low hangers if they're...
No, I don't think so, man. You think about
guess so.
the aerodynamics
Yeah.
of gay sex.
But I feel like it's got to be a specific kind of thrust. You know what I mean? You would think the balls would be going in the same direction with the momentum, you know? So something's got to be like, you guys take a back, half a stroke back, and then
they're in unison.
And then, bro, you're getting your balls smacked by balls. It probably doesn't feel good.
I think it all depends upon what you're saying at the moment. Like you're able to chime them up if you're like, oh.
If you're doing Gregorian chants.
In ya.
Pure dudes.
We are not going to return to innocence after this.
Wail away, wail away, wail away.
Oh, man. Against nature sounds.
Why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why.
Oh, man. God, they bring us so much joy, man, these prisoners, man.
Oh man, dude, I never thought about the ball situation in that.
Me
until
neither.
Now.
I don't know.
And now I
You got to think that, I don't know, man. It's like double Dutch, I imagine, where it's like you and the guy you're with, like eventually like find a rhythm.
I think John's onto something with them going like choreographed, like Dancing with the Stars kind of balls just moving in motion.
Somebody's got to be doing a different, rotations per second, you know?
Yeah.
Or the RPM has to be,
I'm trying to figure this out.
you know what I mean? At some point, I feel like naturally, and I am going to have to go piss in a second, and I'm not going up
We'll
there.
figure this out.
to
Jake and I-
figure out
you're
how
gonna come
much
back-
ball swing I can get up there.
Jake
I'm not
and I
up
are
there
gonna
swinging
be
my
butt
balls.
fucking.
I never thought I'd be visualizing this stuff just for the.
The more I visualize it, the more I think I want to try it out.
Is that okay for me to look up on your computer?
Yeah, we gotta get a splatter expert.
I did a report like CSI when I was in 10th grade. Maybe I could look that up. You know what the cool thing I did was I put first of all, I was on like a GeoCities site figuring out this information. CSI was huge. I loved ironing my shirts for the week watching CSI. And if you put a soda can in a Ziploc bag and you put super glue in there, the fingerprints from the soda can will show up.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
I think I figured out the science of this.
Let's hear it.
You guys want to? Okay, so what I think happens is say if we go doggy style, right? The person in the back will pendulum. Meanwhile, the person in the front, the receiver, I should say, is more like jingling like keys because of the force.
If he's not throwing it back.
Yeah. If he's being pulled back, right? Because that would stop the motion.
He's
Therefore,
his own
bouncing
man.
the.
All right. That's just what I'm figuring. Like, I have my own image in mind. I mean, you're obviously the Jizzix major. But I guess that does make sense.
I did go to ASA.
No ends in that either.
I was a chemistry major. I'm going to pee real quick. 70
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
Mike, I need to know what is going on in your head when you see it happen. What? Because you sounded like you had a differing opinion.
So while this guy's pushing forward, this guy's pushing back.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a meet me in the middle.
So you truly think it's all clapping?
Yeah, I think
High-fiving.
so. Like it's in my brain, this makes sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think when the guys are rocking, and I think seasoned pros can figure it out.
Okay.
Jeff, what are you thinking?
Yeah. Do you have
to get
you want to weigh in on this?
the nuts knocking?
I'm thinking we're not going to be ad suitable on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's times where like I'll look at our ad revenue. I'm like, why do we make $6 today? But this is going to be one of those $6 episode
okay.
days.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't even think about that. All right. I shouldn't have asked so many questions about the way the balls moved.
No, man. I think the value that could be gained from answering this question supersedes the value that can be gained monetarily.
I think we need like a Twister type setup
Yes.
where we drop something in there.
You could just look it up. You could just, bite the bullet and just Pornhub it. They got a whole gay thing from what I see.
I'm just going to ask on Twitter.
What I've heard, not from what I've seen.
I'm just going to ask on Twitter because I know we got enough gay bros that are into us, pause, that could have had enough experience in the world to be able to answer this question.
Yeah, I feel like we deserve an answer.
But here's the deal. Like we're picturing nuts in their natural state, whereas you guys know that in an aroused sexual state, your nuts retract.
I did notice that recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With a mirror?
Yeah, sure.
So again, but then you see times where, guys' bags are still droopy. So I don't know, man. I just don't know.
I got to figure this out. I'll report back.
Why don't we all make a pact tonight? Why don't we all make a pact to watch 5 minutes of guy-on-guy content?
No, sorry, I can't.
Just to see, like, what's the best conclusion that we could arrive at by my birthday?
John, can you bring those things on the doorknob over here so we could test the science of this real quick?
Oh, great idea, Jake.
Yeah.
Just stretch over?
Yeah.
Mike was just saying we should make a pact to watch 5 minutes of porn to figure this out.
You guys are still talking about balls while I was gone? It's cool to do with 3 guys, but when it's just 2 of you, that's fucking gay.
There's still 3 guys.
He's not on camera.
All right, so look, yeah. You got
So
as the back fella, you're hitting.
show your thrust. No, it needs to be a hip thrust.
Okay,
Stand
hold
up and show it.
Here you go.
Jake, stand up, man.
I'm not standing up.
Come on, man. For
Thrust
the
your
show.
hips at
Look,
my
see-
butt.
For the show. Jake,
Look.
come on, man.
I'm stuck in the couch. I can't.
Jake,
You hear that? You hear that on the mic?
Okay. Now,
please stand up.
I'll
and
be the
thrust.
guy that takes it. So
So if it's getting pounded, it's
you pound it.
John,
He's swinging too.
yeah. Okay.
He's swinging too.
That would probably swing together
John.
then.
Do you want to knock up against my butt so that we could get a real life enactment?
Do you want to take your pants off? Because it's not going to work otherwise.
Why don't you think it will work? I could feel it.
No, there's
and I
no
could
such
tell you.
thing as halfway hypotheses.
Yeah, and it's got to be both of the pants off because we got to.
No shit, you're gonna take. You think you're gonna have your pants on while we're doing this?
All right.
You're taking your pants off too. Big shot,
All right, so do you
Jeff. Let's see him at your ankles, partner. Well, give me a howdy doody while you're over there.
So do you think this is just a pants issue? If I stood up in my underwear right now, do you think you could figure this out?
No, because it's
It
constricted.
would just but
It needs to have complete freedom of swing.
and I say this with all seriousness.
If he starts his OnlyFans, we can do it.
Do you want me to go upstairs and ask my wife if she could help me conduct this experiment real quick?
Mike, if
Does
there's
she
not a
have
second set
balls?
of balls up there, it's
You're holding the
moot.
second set of
Oh
balls.
no! Have you used these second set of balls before?
Mike,
No, but
Do
I'm
I need
saying for the purpose of the experiment,
Do I need to wash these off before I taste them?
I never did anything but put them on
It's grape.
Tom Green and Road Trip.
Yeah. She went to Boston. Yeah.
It might
Austin.
have been Austin, Massachusetts. Feeding day.
I knew I should have bought a second pair of those when I bought the first pair, man.
Cannot believe I'm doing this on the internet.
I know. Where everything lives forever.
This is definitely going to be the thumbnail. Of
Now,
Bud Light's not gonna like this, but I gotta do it.
Yeah.
isn't this fucking
Wait
insane?
till the balls turn blue.
Isn't this insane how we come to the end of every episode and Bud presents himself?
It truly
Yeah.
is. Every single
He
time.
knows when we're getting close to ending.
It's always right around midnight too.
Bubba's going to be executive producer credit for this.
What is he?
Cat.
That's what I tell him every time I walk by him. I'm not even fucking around. Whenever I walk by your cat, to say you're a cat. What is he? Is he expecting something, or is he just ready to snuggle?
I don't know. He likes coming out here, but like
Oh, he wants to be in here, and he wants us out.
he likes the window.
Gotcha.
But I mean, I know you're allergic to cats, so I wouldn't let him out here while you're back here.
You can at this point. It's not. It's the end of the.
You don't mind?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Could we put the balls on the cat? Oh, look at this.
Can we put these on your cat? If we put this around his tail, we could probably get
We
some
can
answers.
figure it out. I mean, it's well, that's why we have
Yeah,
these.
we're fixing them again with these.
Yeah, I would
We're
argue-
fixing the testing
yeah.
experiment on this cat.
I would argue that he's broken and we're fixing him. Come here, come here.
Come on, Bud.
Oh, big
Give me those
stretch.
claws.
Yeah, he's stretchy boy.
Yeah.
Bud, you know what?
You going
It's
to my
stretched out. I'll have one more beer for you.
He might want to jump up on the.
Yeah, let's
come
do
here,
it.
Bud. Come on, Bud.
Uh
There you
oh.
go, Bubba.
Jake, you had 3 beers?
Welcome, buddy. Hi, sweetheart.
Please tell my wife you had 3 beers.
I had 3 beers.
You're so good.
What, were you putting your empty ones in front of John? Yeah, it's a prank I play on him.
It's a funny prank.
It's just a funny prank I like to play on him.
He gets sleepy. He wants company.
You know what? This time, though, I can't attribute it necessarily to the time because we were doing pure moods back here.
That might
And
have
that's
been it,
classic
yeah.
cat attraction.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
That's catnip for the ears.
Look at this. Bud.
Dude, big cats, when they're held up by their top arms, are so funny. When you see a big cat's belly.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Did you have him as a kitten, or did he arrive as a cat?
He came as a 1-year-old.
So he's bigger. He's way bigger than.
Mike just said he came as a 1-year-old. Pause.
He's a big boy. Come on, Bubba. He's going to fuck around out here. Say goodbye to everybody, Bud.
Oh, my God.
Bye, Bud. All right, so he was a 1-year-old kitten or cat is not a kitten anymore, right? Or is it still kind of tiny?
I don't know what the cutoff is, man.
Full-grown cat, I think.
Also, you're just getting this information from the vet,
Yes.
and they don't know shit. Vets don't know shit, dude. Like, I feel like they really, when they tell you maybe when it's that young, but if you have a rescue dog that you find and they're like, he's 6. They don't have a fucking clue.
What do you think they're gauging that by? What are they looking at?
I think they're just like, he's got a lot of energy. There's no way
Yeah.
he's a 10-year-old dog yet, you know?
Dude, that's like, yeah, our dog. They were like, he's either 3 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that young is a pretty drastic.
Yeah. We were like, okay, we'll have him for like 10 years. And
Yeah.
then we had him a lot longer, which was
Nice.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Yeah.
So you think he was younger than 3 possibly?
I think so. Yeah. I
Okay.
think it was maybe like a close to 2 years old.
Dude, our dog that almost died a few years ago that's been on like medication and they said maybe she'll live for another 6 months to a year has lived so long that they're using her for research now. And I'm sure that research is going to kill her. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Maggie is fucking out back scooping up her piss and putting it in vials.
Oh my God.
She says it's for the doctor. I don't know why she uses it in bed, but
Jake, you mentioned perhaps getting another dog.
Yeah, we might get another dog. We're looking. I don't know. Probably want a big dog. Cane Corso.
my friend's got a Cane Corso.
Yeah.
I got in a vicious fight with that thing. He gave me the most bloody lip I ever had.
Really?
Dog?
Just wrestling around
Yeah,
when I
they're
was
big
fucking
boys.
drunk, and either his big ass head hit my lip and poked it in my tooth, or his paw.
Yeah.
They're gigantic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and it was pretty young then, like
Yeah.
maybe a year,
Oh man.
and it owned me, dude. It put me in a fucking double arm bar, made me tap.
Now, if there was ever a situation where his nuts were knocking against yours, would you think that you would have to develop a different method of attack as opposed to a man-on-man attack to get those balls
Dude,
to chime?
the biggest set
Yeah.
of balls I've ever
I
seen
think I would have to do something different.
were on a dog, which I really wish I didn't pause in the middle of that sentence.
Where did you find him?
I was at a family party. God, I hate that.
Maybe
Don't-
we'll go to the casino tonight.
Yeah,
Get warmed up.
Fuck. Yeah, we was just at a family party, and there was like this chocolate lab
With
but
kids
each-
around?
Yeah, but each ball, I'm not kidding, dude, was like the size of like that baseball, like both of them.
Big, like microphone, like this.
Probably bigger. Like, I'm not exaggerating.
Did they?
Yeah,
I feel like
bigger.
you gotta let that dog keep its balls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. At that point, it was like an older dog.
Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, these
Okay.
things were fucking huge, and I never saw them before.
not
in a dog
just
like that.
long.
They were
Like
poking
the
out the
dog
back.
in Joe Dirt.
Like he's walking, and you see it when he's walking by you.
What
You're
kind
like,
of-
oh
what
my
kind of
god.
dog?
Yeah.
I think that was a big chocolate lab.
I had my hand catching balls for so long. A lab, isn't that?
Can you insert a graphic?
I'll do it for you. Bigger than this, you say?
Oh man.
Yeah, you do love it when an animal's balls are so big that they create a side profile like Alfred Hitchcock.
Yes, dude. That's exactly what was happening.
Making shadow puppets with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that voice. What a loser.
Oh, goodness gracious, man.
Dad, your wife's a dog. Dude, that's so funny. He called his wife
Dude,
a
I know.
fucking dog.
dude,
and
he's-
now that
and
dude.
then a month later endorsed him.
Oh my God. Could you imagine
You gotta
living in that house after that?
you have to put a gun in your mouth. And nicknames too. Little Rocket Man was great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pudding Ron.
Who's that?
Ron DeSantis.
DeSantis, yeah.
He said he saw him eating pudding once.
Once. You can't enjoy pudding once around Trump, or you're pudding Ron after that.
Pudding Ron. That's such a good nickname.
Dude, no one can defeat him. He is an unslayable dragon, dude.
That's got to be devastating, man. Just never like crossing paths with him and knowing you have to be an adversary at some point and just wondering how he's like just what single thing he's gonna pick apart about you and just have everybody who hates you calling you that name.
Yeah. Step in shit once. Oh, step in shit, Steve. What an idiot. Stepped right in a big pile of dog shit.
He walks in the room. I go, "Is Steve here? Is Step and Shit Steve here?"
Dude, I'm honestly like, there's part of me that's kind of excited to get another round of this, another 4 years, because I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy it this time.
Man.
Like I'm just gonna find the funny in it
Yeah.
instead of being like, nah, fuck, I hate this guy. And
Yeah,
just
what
be
are you
like,
gonna
"All right." Yeah, exactly. I'm not ever in my life going to spend another 4-year period of my life
Yeah.
affected
Suck it.
by the president.
Right. If it bums me out to genuinely see people just ride so hard for any man.
Yes.
And I say man meaning politician.
Right.
That it's like, please like save some dignity for yourself.
Yeah.
And just fucking go about your life, man.
Yeah, I'm ashamed. I mean, I'm going to live with it for being vocally like, this sucks before. But it's like, dude, I'm not.
Like when
I'm
you're
the-
watching Young Sheldon. That's what you're referring to,
on that
right?
Bazinga stuff.
Bazinga. You're
But there's
watching
no way
Bazinga.
I'm doing that again. I'm having fun, baby. Life is good.
Life is good.
Cheer
man.
up.
It is good. Jeff, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Thanksgiving was awesome. Shout out to Avery, who's a listener of the pod. He invited me and my boys out. to the Union League. We played some golf the other day.
Incredible.
It was so much fun. It was cold as shit, but Avery's a cool dude. Shout out to him. And it was just an amazing day.
What personal achievement did you have that day?
I shot an eagle.
Unbelievable, dude.
I know.
They're not
2 on a
endangered
4.
anymore.
Yep.
Could you imagine if you saw an eagle on that course? You've seen eagles on courses, right?
Yeah.
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 Could you imagine if you shot an eagle and saw an eagle?
That would be.
Wearing an
time?
Eagles hat? Bro. Listening to the Eagles, bro.
Well, playing with Eagles alumni.
I was actually playing Joe Walsh solo, so it wasn't a full quad. Is that the nicest course you've ever played?
I think so. Yeah, and even for it being December, I mean, it was immaculate, and he invited me back out. Maybe I'll get you guys to come out next time.
I would love to, man.
We'll go out and play.
I'd love to really stink it up all over a place that nice.
Yeah.
It's cool. We had the whole place to ourselves, so it's not like you're like playing with a bunch of like
That's
rich
an
snobby people. Or
Ideal
anything.
situation.
Yeah,
That
it was awesome.
Nice.
Off season ish. If we get like a sneaky 50-degree day in January or something.
Come on now.
Actually, those are the days that it gets packed.
Yeah,
because
where
everybody
people are
hasn't
like,
played for 2 months.
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we'll just
Wait
buy
till next
Himalayan
season.
jacket. Yeah, we'll just buy mountain climbing suits. That won't affect our swings. Are you excited to go off 18 holes for your first time?
18, no. I think I would like 9. I think that's my speed.
All right, yeah,
That's
then we'll just play 9 without you. You're playing all 9, or you're playing all 18.
I'll do it.
Just hit the driving range the week before,
Yeah.
and you'll get a little bit more confident to the point where it's like, once you play 9, you're gonna realize that it's like, it's the most fun, and it really doesn't matter if
Yeah.
you're not great.
Okay.
I'm telling you, like, golf is. I wish I did it more. It is so much fucking fun.
So relaxing.
I do not relax for a single second. I am trying to. I'm not trying to beat anybody. I'm trying to beat myself
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
in the woods.
4 inches.
You know we can see you, Jake. Soft. 4 inches soft. Could you imagine?
Oh man.
Could you imagine?
What I wouldn't pay for that.
That's a shower, though. That ain't a grower. Ain't nobody who's hanging soft 4 getting bigger than that. Impossible.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
All those you see on porn, that's fake. That's the movies. Yeah, it says amateur, but that was 4 soft.
Yeah.
That's fake. Windiest trash night of the year.
It is pretty windy out tonight.
My garbage is going to be all over the street when I get home. The entire neighborhood.
Isn't that nice, though? It shows that gives the neighborhood some character.
No, it's bad. It is so bad. Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody has
They
lids
just they
either.
just let it be wherever. Yeah, nobody like.
Yeah.
They'll put it out. They'll wear a fucking windbreaker storm jacket to put their trash out and won't put a lid on it.
Mm-hmm. Just let it fly all around.
Dude.
Like Dorothy too.
You just put paper in a can and expected it to stay in there. 20 fucking miles per hour wind.
Jake, have you seen Wicked yet?
I have not. Have you?
No, I refused.
You refused?
You
Were you offered and you refused?
I was, yeah, and I refused.
Wait, did your family go and you said no?
Yes.
Did they like it?
Yes.
I hear
Really?
it's good.
Yeah. No.
The play is good.
I've never seen the play.
The play is good. It's a good musical play.
I'm gonna see it.
I think I would
Yeah.
see the play. I think I just don't like the actresses in Wicked.
Yeah, the promo tour has none of the marketing has interested me, and I enjoyed the live performance of it.
You're a play man?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like the theater, man.
Mm-hmm. It's not as gay as I thought.
Not gay enough for me. I want to see, instead of curtains closing, I want to see balls.
Yeah, they do call it Broadway.
I actually did see a play called Curtains with David Hyde Pierce.
Really?
Who is gay.
In the theater. Of the theater.
Who is Fraser's brother.
Jake, were you ever in any kind of play as a child?
No, I did stage crew.
Yeah.
I did that in high school. But that was just, I don't know. I just was bored.
Not even like the, I guess you didn't go to a Catholic grade school.
No, I didn't go to Catholic grade school. And I was like too bashful to like try out for the stuff.
If it's a tryout, it seems very intimidating.
Yeah, I was like, oh, all these kids are very, the word I used back then was obnoxious. Very rambunctious crew that were very confident in their ability.
Confident is what I was
And
thinking,
Yeah, let's just say they're running the Ronald Dominique house.
but they all had like experience because they had been doing it in their schools growing up. So I was just like, I'm not gonna fucking ever try to do that. Plus, we did all musicals, and I'm not like, even though I was in a band, I would sing backup, and that you can bury yourself with that. You don't need to.
You would make a great plant in Little Shop of Horrors.
Feed me, Seymour, like that.
You would be incredible, buddy.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
man.
just proved it.
Oh, you didn't, Audrey. I don't care.
I feel like the only thing I did, I guess in high school, I was in drama class and we did a play, but the grade school thing that I think the whole class does it.
Yeah.
Second grade or first grade.
Yeah.
The 3 wise men Christmas play when I was wearing my Niners robe.
Yeah.
I think we sang,
Yeah.
but it's like,
As a group.
yeah,
Okay.
as a group,
That's
and I don't
fine.
think I had ever like tried to sing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't like
And you
singing
can
around
fake
the house.
it in that situation.
Exactly, but everybody, it's just children's voices. You all sound fine.
Yeah.
Like nobody's. You just go, and they come to Israel
Yeah.
or Jerusalem.
Oh, man. I did love the way they used to say Israel.
In high school, dude, they were belting it out. They were like solos nonstop with ensemble and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was soloing nonstop in high school, too.
Were you?
Yeah, playing the fucking.
Dude,
wiener.
the cool thing I got to do in stage crew was like my first production that they were doing was a Christmas Carol, and I got to be because I was on the wrestling team at the time. Talking about double gay, I had to lift Ebenezer Scrooge out of bed because he was harnessed in to like a rope, and he like flies for his dream. I was the kid on the side of the stage just fucking boom, and he would go flying in the fucking air, and then he would just like do the scene like that, and then I'd put him down.
That's a solid production.
It was pretty, yeah, it was pretty fucking cool. And then he'd come. He was like, his next scene was like 30 seconds later. He'd come, run off stage to me. I would help take off the harness, and then he would like
and his pants.
and his pants. He would take off his sleeping gown that he was wearing, and the other costume was already
Underneath,
on.
yeah.
And it just like a seamless transition.
Amazing.
Dude, it was so fucking cool.
Unfortunately, he does have spina bifida now from how hard you yanked him on the cords.
You might have just created a new play.
Yeah.
Spina bifida, the play. We fucking did it, boys.
We did. We don't did it. We learned how balls smack.
Did we just do 2 hours? Close. I could feel it.
Dude.
146.
I could feel it in my truck nuts that I was just playing with in my mouth.
Spina bifida in the theater. There's nothing straight about me, honey.
That's full circle jerk right there.
And
If it's with an ass, that's a Romeo circle.
Oh, oh, my back shaped like a question mark. The only question I have for Mark is, you didn't want me to grab my ankles or my toes.
Dude, if you did,
my ankles or my toes.
if you were a Quizzo host at a gay bar,
Thank you.
you would make so much in tips. And,
Thank
I'm not
you.
talking about dollar bills, honey.
Thank you for calling me honey.
He's talking about the hanging
Helmets.
floor.
Yes.
Force off? Yeah, good luck getting that thing bigger. It's already full size.
Oh man. I mean, I knew I should have kept the cat out here.
Yeah, yeah. This is it.
He told us.
Yeah.
We did it.
I thought he wanted to go. He normally likes the window, but I think he's excited with so many people and he likes to dick around. and he just gets in the shit when he dicks around.
He wants to be back here by himself.
Yeah, I think he likes when it's just me and him.
Because
he'll look out the window and, yeah.
It's windy as hell. There's a lot going on out there.
Yeah, he would love that. I do think he's got a brother that comes to see him because there's a cat that looks similar to him, has the same fat tail, same color makeup, although he's more orange than Bud.
You think it's a brother, not a son?
No, well, when we got him, he was pretty young.
I mean, they'd be fucking, Mike.
I know, man, but I choose not to believe that with my cat.
Does the other cat seem like it's an inside cat that gets let out? Or do you think that cat's outside right now?
He's a big cat, so somebody's obviously feeding him.
Okay, and letting him inside during this weather.
I think so, yeah. I have a little kitten house out back, though, for any kitties get too cold.
I see cats on, like, I might see the outdoor cat on my street tonight doing trash.
Yeah.
And that kind of bothers me.
Like Oscar the Grouch, like jumping in and kind of staying warm, or like just...
No, not like in my trash can. Like, I'll see him on the street.
Oh, okay.
He's like, he must go in one of these houses, but he's outside at 3 a.m. So nobody's like, maybe there's a cat door. I don't know.
You want a little kitty house for him?
I mean, he's surviving. So, no, actually, he might.
No, I don't want to.
He might help keep the mice at bay.
Mike, did you just say this, John? If you wanted to help animals, I'm so sorry.
You're not.
I'm not. It was right there.
Oh God.
Oh, what's he doing? Oh, hey, look at this. It's Midnight Society.
Look at me through the glass, John.
Oh, man.
That's really good.
That was a good whimpering dog, dude.
Good whimpering dog. Great idea to have flame and glass.
That's a lot of wax in that thing too. We've been cooking for a while now.
I don't think I've ever made you guys feel the way you've made me feel.
I think you should have never divulged that information to us because I can't help but make jokes about it. I know it has to hurt your heart every time.
It does.
Oh, man.
Do you think that when you see them in heaven, they're going to be burned?
No, it was smoke inhalation. The store never burned. None of the merchandise was ruined. Well, by smoke, I suppose. But they didn't burn.
He still trying to sell them.
Yeah. You know how pets are often named after tragedy or something fucked up about them.
Like what?
Smokey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really,
Okay.
yeah. Or fucking
9/11.
rapey.
Rapey.
They're just gonna have black lung in heaven when you see them. Just be coughing.
Yeah, we both will. Do we have lungs in heaven?
You essentially do with wings. So if you think that, so I saw an ad for the
Wings are your organs.
no, but once I explain this, I
Getting
think you'll
hungry
understand
now.
me better. So in Chicago, they have a torture museum, and one of the ads for the torture museum has a guy whose back is opened up and his lungs have been pulled out the back, so they resemble wings.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucking.
I hope he died before that.
Yeah, man, there was some fucked up monkey business people would do to each other at the Ronald Dominique house.
All right, well, I'm looking at a post 1 a.m. return. You guys want to call it quits?
We'll wrap it up. Jake, what do you want to say?
Yeah, I've said it all. But follow me at Jake Mattera on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, being a Patreon member. If you're not, please do it, man, because we're having so much fun and just join us. It's the best time.
Yeah, the chats are the fucking funnest.
Yeah. What about you, John?
Follow me at Jon Delcollo on Instagram and Twitter. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you to everybody who supports me, who has bought my books. If you haven't yet or you want to buy more, you can buy them at onperks.com and all the other fun shit that I offer on there. Also, too, if you're watching this on Patreon, thank you for being a patron and supporting us. That allows us to do all the fucked up shit we do. Also, if you're not a patron yet, please consider becoming a patron. You can do so by going to patreon.com/LilStinkers. That's LILSTINKERS. You get early access to every episode. You get episodes ad-free. That's audio and video. You get all the live streams that we do. You get video and audio for all the live streams we do. We're doing Stinker News every month, which is a Patreon exclusive. We're doing book club meetings. Our next book club meeting is on December 17th. We're doing that live. All kinds of fun stuff. I promise you it's worth your while. It's either $4 for the month or $40 for the year. It's up to you to decide whatever you want to do. And it's the clearest way to support the show and keep us doing all the things we're doing. Aside from that, Jeff, you want to promote your golf channel?
Yeah, Delco Golfs on Instagram and YouTube. And, I mean, if you want to follow my personal one, too, JW Simmons 28.
Public account, follow him.
Yeah.
Follow him.
Why not?
Oh, and Mike, let me be the first to say this will be coming out on Patreon Friday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday,
thank you.
Mike.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Blow out your
buddy.
candle that you just
Yeah, blow out
offended
your
me
candle.
so deeply with.
We'll see you guys next time.
Why would I lay him up like that?
Please do that in a restaurant next time.
There's so much fucked up shit to get into.
Stinkers.